The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wildcard game. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
A throw over the middle, taken in. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Off-play action. Gardner. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
And to give this time to the tailback. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team that wins.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Davis. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis.
Here we go. Set, wait, read. Nice, sweet up. Check three. Ready.
On first down, Honeycutt. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That seemed to be linebacking 101 on how to diagnose and stop a run.
And what we're doing nowadays is we're taking those former safeties, those bigger guys, and making them linebackers to utilize their speed. He just made an absolute beeline after he diagnosed that play and ended up making a nice tackle on it.
Now on 2nd and 13, Davis. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 41-yard line.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now a play fake here on first down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. On second down now, Honeycutt. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. In for the score as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and you got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. Extra point up and through, and that makes the score 7-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And work with me here. Is this overhyped or not? You've got a warm weather team on the road in January, and it's cold. What's the deal? Is that a factor or is it not a factor?
I think a lot of it depends on the personality of your head coach and how you prepare for things. And some things you just can't prepare for. If you're coming from a warm weather site, you can't make it cold enough like it is here in this ball game. But what you can do is just tell the guys, dress for the weather, and then play like we always play. And as the game goes along, typically those guys out there playing, you warm up enough that it really shouldn't affect you quite the same way. Now, if that's all you talk about, if you put that in the heads of your players, it'll affect them in a big way. Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Defensively, we check the starters now for Denver. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game is sky high. In fact, you'd absolutely be stunned to come away with a loss.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Don't get nervous.
2nd and 6. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 16.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. From 6 yards away as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 60, orange. Go.
Here's Davis on 3rd down. And he will find his man on the outside. His first catch of this wildcard game, and it's good for a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Going to give this time to the tailback. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. From just shy of midfield, Davis. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Point after here coming up. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. The drive summary that time, 5 plays, and it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing to start the drive. Gardner. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. From the gun, Gardner. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Davis now. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now this will go for 5 up to the 33. On second down, Honeycutt, not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. The Broncos on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw, Davis. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Now the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field.
Here we go. Set, 8, read. Check 26, check 26. Ready, go.
They'll run on first down. Honeycutt. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 27, Davis. And that's going to be incomplete. The Broncos on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Davis operating from the gun. And he comes back with one complete. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Davis now. Off play action. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
90, roll.
On 2nd down now, Honeycutt, and a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
2 running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now?
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Davis from the gun, he'll throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And that is no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
On first down, Gardner. Throwing right, and that's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats, but really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Gardner. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Off the play fake, Gardner. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. They'll throw it on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
What would the Dodgers look at that time on defense? Just flooded the field with defense attacks, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The Chargers will bring up the field goal unit now. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's this game will remain down here in quarter number 2. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight, and you wonder that this field goal could on them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This may be key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Here's the Denver offense as they get set to take over here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one for that position again yet? I dare say that the answer would be yes. There's not a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they took their offensive guy. Could get a little bit closer to this guy. Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less than a field goal attempt for him.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now they'll run on the ball. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll wind up losing the ring. And now it's 3rd down.
What an advantage to lead down and build a defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, they can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up on third and long. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up in the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here this Wildcard weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Back to throw. Davis. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now the Chargers are going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on the punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is a relative high kick, and he got all of it. And it's a hit just beyond the goal line as he's into the end zone for the touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended no points after this field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of your team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
It's a gain of 11 and a first down LA. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. Give him 15 yards on that one. And charge your first down. Look at the throw. Gardner.
Completion is giving up. That's why he plays his defense. So you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Throw on the first down. Gardner.
And another thing that makes it come back really quickly is that oftentimes after you move the initial move, the receivers breaking away from the defensive back. That makes it really tough play to defend. And nice job here to pick up there.
Second and 10. Looking at the sideline, incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now two straight indications out looking at third and 10. From the gun, Gardner. And the moving incomplete as well. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this kick is not very close. It's not short, well right to go. And this game will remain hot here in quarter number 2. And that's the risk of a long field goal miss here at this stage in the second quarter. You get the right field position.
And that gives you one more opportunity to make something happen, something big. We've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of the half.
Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back out of the field. And last time out, they let the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're putting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But even more than mistake, you did turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away. They're set to go on the field as a first team. Sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we have to go there and stop people. So yeah, there's always something positive in there.
To throw again on second down. Davis. Now the Broncos are to call the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here's Davis from the gun, third down. Firing quickly here, that's complete. Now the Broncos are going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's first and 10. Back to throw. Davis. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down to the 32. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And now look at second and 12. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side of the lost yard.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm. They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This is a 49-yard attempt right hash. And this will split the other way. It's right down the middle. And they take a 17-14 lead. So a big possession, 3.
I've got the 1-2 score plexus us now, and the big play, the field goal. Not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This is taken as 4. And a pretty good return here. He's got the shot at the 25 to 24-yard line. Final play of the first half. Oregon penalty as they come up on 1st and 10. The final second kicks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we're going to have time in this AFC Wildcard matchup. As we sit here out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's the first of 2 games here on this Wildcard Sunday. We'll get back at you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back at yesterday's AFC Wildcard game. But first, let's take a look back at yesterday's action. Meanwhile, in our game, just a field goal separates these two sides at the break. One will go on to the divisional round, one will go home. To find out who it is, let's get you back out to Brendan and Charles.
Thank you, sir. Field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC Wildcard game. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here. They just have it first to begin this third quarter. They had the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here. That's where we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deep into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Changing tendencies and try to hit a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they can just that.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure at time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now that loss to start out here, 2nd and 11. And he'll get down to the 33-yard line. Boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver. We asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did. And obviously, they like his head they brought him on to the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what I really liked about it. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Davis now. On 3rd and 2. And that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bend it down.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that one hits at the 7. Bounce into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams prep to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, easy to sequence the plays when we turn on these things with the force. But sometimes I do that big chunk play right away. Try and get out there early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they got after seeing. Look at the throw. Gardner, nowhere escaping. He goes down.
And that was just absolutely perfect. Man, coverage. We'll go with ball right to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around. Just trying to cover the secondary.
The Broncos going down. 2 defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass on the way.
Back to throw. Gardner. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. And he stops here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. And just as Charles like that, how tough is it for the defense to
the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game begins. So throughout your practices, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to those downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening the overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And here come the offensive takeover. And Denver getting set to take the field. Got the lead last time on it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivation speech on the sideline is guys, give us an opportunity. Protect your passes, create space for our runners. Let's go and get these guys. Let them have Williams. Let's go do it for this drive.
Watch this leverage on this drive. That throw good for 4. It's second and
able to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands. It's an exact disruption from the class.
a 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for Broncos first down.
Running on his pretty good in the first half. There's some room there. He's hoping that that's a precursor of a big success.
Line of scrimmage is 37 on first and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. They struggled to get him on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe they'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Second and 11 now. Davis. Now they set up the screen and it's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring like a third and long here. And that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can say you can get just out of every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of the intended receiver.
Escaping, he goes down.
Like I expected the third quarter, after the sack, looks like he'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely, maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game. I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Off the bootleg, Gardner. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Gardner. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will tie things at 17 all. So he exercises a few demons by getting that one to go. But tie game, so those 2 misses could still loom large.
They'll probably hang over him the rest of the way, you have to think. But now you get a fresh start. All even. Time for that defense to rise up and get the ball back.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. They'll keep it on the ground. Honeycutt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On first down, Honeycutt. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. From the 45 on 2nd down, Davis. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 32-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Davis. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Davis from the gun, he'll throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I remember a coach told me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while. They couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Back to throw. Gardner. Then he'll find his target. Woods. It's complete. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. On 1st and 10, Gardner. Wide open receiver complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his pass, incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. To throw on 3rd down, Gardner, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground, and 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And his kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. When you talk about clutch, that one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. When you talk to these guys in training camp, these are the moments they say they live for. You're in a playoff game. It's tied, fourth quarter. Time for somebody to step up.
And can you execute under pressure? Because the pressure is intense right now. No one wants to be responsible for making the error that costs their team. But at the same time, who's going to be responsible for making the play that gives the advantage to your team? Who's going to break out? Just what you said.
Give them 14 yards there, and a Denver first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Here's Davis, throwing on first down. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And, he took that thing one-handed. What a grab. Give him 32 on the play.
That's an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Off play action. Davis. That is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Obviously a huge touchdown for their team, but a big touchdown for a rookie quarterback here to be able to break the tie in the 4th quarter.
And he just shook off all the pressure, too. Because when you think about it, tie ball game, rookie quarterback, most of them are thinking, don't make a mistake. Instead, this young man just said, I'll make a play.
The extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3 point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Looking to throw. Gardner. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 42 yards.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield trailing here in the fourth quarter.
So why not go 4 verticals, send the guys downfield, say make a play?
And that's one of the favored routes of offensive coordinators. You know why? Because receivers can be open at any point running that route.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to throw. Gardner. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
43 the mark. 43 the mark.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the gun, Gardner. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounder. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. From 4 yards out, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with an extra point. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route, worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our scores. The kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 31, Davis.
They try to
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Gardner. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Operating from the gun, Gardner. They got a man. It's Woods. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So the Broncos now down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. Their sold-out crowd is behind them. They need at least a field goal to tie as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he comes back with one complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Back to throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll put it out to the 25. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gardner. He's going to loft it. Deep right sideline. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Honeycutt. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Now Davis operating from the gun. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 25 yards that time. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
They'll run on 1st down. Honeycutt. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Honeycutt. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. Looking to throw. Davis. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 40. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They run the counter. Honeycutt. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
In your face.
On 2nd and 9, Davis. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 26 and a first down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Set, 8, read. Stop your whining. Go.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Honeycutt. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Davis now. From the gun, he'll throw. His pass caught at the 4. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Davis, and it's caught. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And his kick is indeed good, and they have regained the lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. A huge play there in overtime. 55 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, Gardner. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion. We're just shy of the marker. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. For Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he's going to score. It's a touchdown. No flags. And in an overtime thriller, they are moving on in the playoff.
No rest. They get to keep playing.
And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year. But I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get into their off-season program, they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it, building blocks, you know, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance farther in the playoffs.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long.